got some good stuff to look at in the market. I'm going to do a quick live stream today. And just a reminder that if you guys like my list, I've actually made it super, super easy. So you can check it out on YouTube every morning, 8:15. I do it live every morning, and I post it on my website for those subscribers that want it on the website, but you can easily take a screenshot picture in the morning. So come and join me live every morning that the market is open, 8:15 Eastern to roughly 9 o'clock is when I am doing my list live, and we can check out what's going on with the market, all that good stuff. So come and join me live. I know it's been a while since I have been live. A lot of things happened. You know, when life happens, it becomes crazy. And my kids were sick. Then my daughter had her tooth pulled. It was a traumatic scenario. So I have missed you guys. But you know what? Life happens, right? And we've seen all sorts of things happen in the past year. My goodness, in the past 9 months, 2 parental figures passed away, and dealing with estate stuff, all that sort of stuff. And the market, let's get to the market, right? We have seen that the Fed, I was just teaching about the Fed over at thedarkpools.com in the training pit. So if you guys want to learn more about the market, learn about trading, come on over and check out the Dark Pools training pit. And I will be happy to help educate you guys there. Hi, Troy. It's been a while. I know. And this is what I do, right? Every morning I create my list, and I'm doing it live here, 8:15. So if you want to join in, it is for members only, super affordable. And you get to see me live doing it. I figured, you know what? It's so much easier. I'm doing it, and then you guys can ask me questions if you have them too. All right, cool. So the SPY, I said if we break down below 414.20, potential trade there, or above 415. Well, we had a $1 to the 10 upside trade, and we also had a nice trade to the downside, almost $3, $2.90 to the downside. Of course, that happened while I was teaching, but we've seen that they almost filled the gap down to close, which is this 410.54 right here. And when we look at it in the bigger picture, let's look at it on the weekly chart. We also have FOMC meeting next week, potential interest rate hikes. Is this going to be a similar bounce to what we saw here? We saw it bounce up. We had the announcement the week of the 15th. They took it up and boom, brought it down. Are we going to just roll down the hill here, continue on down to like 380, 370 area? Or are we going to see another week further? It is just Monday. I would watch to see now the high of the week is going to be 416.61. We have hit this resistance. We didn't break up above. So this could be more of a sell-off to come. Also, I'm going to put this up here. This, I did take a screenshot from an article earlier today. You guys can see it. This week, I just received an official letter from the agent Citibank that Evergrande has defaulted on our bond, and I will never see my money again. Dr. Meltzer. I did post that up on Twitter, the article as well. And Evergrande has officially defaulted. This means that all of their creditors around the world can now take them to court because they've defaulted. And Evergrande, if you don't remember, or if you're new, is the largest real estate investor, commercial real estate investor in China. BlackRock and HSBC were the largest investors in Evergrande. BlackRock manages the most money around the world. Is this likely going to affect the world markets? Yes. Is this likely going to affect real estate around the world? Also with rising interest rates? Yes. Could this turn into the debacle that we saw back in 2007 to 2009? Yes, right? This is 3-month chart right here. So we went, how much did we lose? Let's just check it, see. Here was the high, we lost 47% on the market. Could we lose 47% again? Yes, right? If we're up here, 47.89, 47.89. Look at it, it's almost to that anchored VWAP right there. I'm trying. Right there. We could go to roughly down 228 points. The low right here, right? What's the low of this candle? Why isn't it showing it up for me right here? That's weird. Why isn't it showing the lows of the candles? There we go. Oh, because I was on that. The low right here, 243.90. Are you prepared to see the market, to see the SPY down at 243.90? Do you think I could get there? I do, 100%. Right? These are 3-month charts. Could we see this happen over the next? We had 21 months of the Fed pumping the market. They have started to pull back on the market. We're about to have a real estate implosion as well, starting in China, right? The most people of the world. The real estate implosion is about to happen right there. As it carried from the US around the world, it could carry from China, which is the opening part of the day for around the world, everywhere else, right? Plus, we have interest rates going up. People are going to start defaulting on houses. They're not going to be able to qualify. We're going to see defaults. We're going to see foreclosures. We're going to see it in the US. We're going to see it around the world. I don't want to be a doomsday person, but be prepared, right? If you see this, potentially position yourself properly. What would be good at this time? Is cash going to be amazing during the time of inflation? Cash is a position in trading. Physical assets tend to be fairly good, like gold and silver, right? What happened in this same period? Gold and silver moved up, right? Okay, let's check out the trades for the day, all that good stuff. Let's actually do it on 45. So I did throw on the volume. I threw on the volume profile right here. I'm just waiting for it to load. Actually, I deleted it. So that has come down nicely. How about the Qs? Yep, nice $3 trade, 1% move down off of the high, or 1% from, 309.80, a nice move down. We almost just hit close. We have it right here, or we hit a print level, I think. IWM, did this move down as well? You betcha, it sure did. And then we have DIA as well, moving down, right? We have the VIX moving up above 25. This has been, they kept saying, oh, the 20. Well, right now, let's look at it on a weekly chart. Right now, we are slowly curling up. We actually have a bit of an upward trend, meaning people are just starting to somewhat buy puts. We have Michael Burry. Maybe this is going to come back down. I'd say probably we're not going to hit the 20 level, but maybe we're going to hit 22, right? Maybe it's going to come down to 22. We've sort of been in a upward trend, right? Parallel channel here. Let's do this right here. This one right there. So maybe we're going to come back down, and then we're going to come up here, and then we're going to come back down. Maybe it's going to be a slow move. Maybe this is what's going to happen over the next week while we are setting up for FOMC, for them to say, hey, maybe 0.5% a year, 0.5% or 1% interest. Also a note, if you have a variable rate mortgage, check in the fine print to see what the maximum rate increase over a year is, and just be aware, right? Knowledge is power, so be aware of all that good stuff. All right, so let's check it out. Amazon had their split today. Let's go right down the list. Check out the trades. So 124.77, I said, hey, if this breaks up above 125, there could be a nice trade there. And sure enough, yep, came right on up to the 200 EMA. This is a weekly chart. And it's nice. Trading View adjusted it. So we hit the weekly, came up to almost 129, coming back down. Are we going to fill the gap and come back down here? It looks like 109 would be my support level. BABA today, BABA is notorious for going up and then bouncing down. I'll put it, we have the weekly here, and we'll have the 15-minute over here. I really like the weekly chart because you can see that big picture, right? So this is starting to come back down. NEO as well. NEO is a good mover above 1920. Yep, look, there was a nice trade, went all the way up to 1980, 60 cents. And then is it going to come and break 1880 and drop down? I would look for that 1850 level. Save. So there were some amazing trades, right? You guys check it out. I think it's like $33 I put it at for roughly $1 a day for the membership on the live stream, or $39. It's roughly $1 a day. It's pretty cool. You get to see me build all this live. Nice trade opportunities, right? BZ as well. BZ is an Asian stock. Not really a trade on that one, just sort of gone sideways, but you can see this is slowly curling over. I wanted to be a little bit more conservative with the bearish level right here. We'll check it out. We'll check it out, Troy. Let me get through the list quick. Plan. Oh yeah, I scrapped plan earlier today and I put RE on. RE had major high RSI, looked like it was going to be a retracement, and it hasn't made that move yet. Hasn't made the move one way or the other, but look at this nice gap fill potential. If it breaks down below 13, we might see it come back down to 12 fairly quickly and then down to 1140. All right, sail today. Sail away, sail away. Makes me think of that song. I don't know. Not much of a trade on sale. Hasn't done much of anything. USO. So USO, believe it or not, is a low float. This is an ETF fund, but it is a low float. It only has 33 million in it. So it does tend to move fairly nicely. Look at this weekly chart. Hey, this could sink back down to 85.50 if we start to see a bit more selling. We do have oil numbers coming out on Wednesday. And IIPR, low float. Was this going to break up or move down? We had a nice trade up to 135.50 and then a little bit of a breakdown trade, and iRobot as well today. iRobot had a nice trade, 40 cents to the downside and a nice 30 cents to the upside right here. All right, let's check out Chewy. And we're also going to look at some. So Chewy, you can see on the weekly, it came up, super high volume here. We are below this high volume candle. We had earnings, right? If we go below this super high volume candle, we break down below 26. I think that we are really going to see Chewy heading to the downside because of all of this volume right here. If we're able to hold 26, I would use 26 as my stop to the long side, right? If we broke down, below that, I would say, hey, potential for a short entry. All right. Let's check out. You want to check out Tesla? Sure, let's look at it. Let's look at Tesla. You always love Tesla, Terry. All right. So Tesla, downward trend, right? Pretty much since March 28th, we've had a downward trend. I did start throwing on these volume profiles here, which I'd like to see. Hey, where are we? In relation to the massive volume since March 28th, we did have a nice little rebound. Are we above it or below it? We're below it. So as long as we stay below 760, I'm going to say bearish on Tesla. All right. You can see we've got it. Actually, this was just for the past couple days since April 1st. And yeah, we're bearish there too, right? We're below that volume. Let's look at my crypto list, the green list. Let's see how this is doing. We did see a nice bounce on cryptos over the weekend. We saw Bitcoin moving to the upside. We've seen Solana. Let's look at it. Somewhat finding a little bit of a base support down here at 38. Over here, you can see 2 weeks now, 38 area. If we're able to overtake 50, 60, really, if we're able to overtake 60, I would say, hey, we've got this nice, I like to say, everybody likes to say around the bottom. It makes me smile, right? Because I like to say, hey, if we break this resistance to the upside, then we got a nice smile. That's a nice long entry, right? Iota as well. Iota's had a big move down over the year. 211 was the 52-week high. However, this one is coming down. We do see that little sort of rounded bottom on the weekly. Cardano as well has had a big move down. Again, a little rebound, but we don't have that move just yet to the upside confirmed. I would want to see it really break this 200 EMA since we saw it test once and I didn't need that to move. Yeah, so is it Algo. Algo has been rumored to be the price of platinum or palladium, whatever's $1,900 right now. So if this were to be $1,900 and you get it at 40 cents, would you be upset? Nah, right? Dogecoin as well has bounced off of the 6-cent area. You're down over at 6 cents, captured a little bit there in the 6 cents area, and happily up, right? So even if it goes from 6 cents to 2 cents, that is 30% increase, right? 30% increase over 2 cents. It's kind of like if I purchase it, I sit on it, set it and forget it, right? I'm not saying put the house on the line. For in crypto, you always have to think, hey, if crypto goes to zero, which I personally think that Bitcoin will go to zero, I believe that Ethereum, if it's not revamped to be more energy efficient, will go to zero as well, because it's not going to be in line with the new ISO messaging expeditious, efficient system that's out there. NEEM, which is also an interest-paying crypto. I can get rid of all these. I'm off. We've got XRP, as Troy and Terry said, beautifully discounted down here. Look at this, is making a nice little, you could wait, right? And there's nothing that says, hey, I need to get in right this second. But look at this. We've got this box that's happening. I'll put it right here, like this. So if it goes above 45, you could get in, or if you wanted to get in at the moment and you wanted to say, hey, I'm going to set my stop. I'm going to set my stop at 37.5, 37 cents, 37.5 cents. And then if it goes below, I will get out. But we have massive, massive volume right here, these 2 days, right? Once we go above all this volume, really once we go above 52 cents, game on, right? We are above all of the latest volume right here. So is this a consolidation base that we're setting up, or is this going to be, look, we're up above candle from last week. So if we can hold that, there's a good chance that we might have based out 38.8 cents here, and we might see this really curl to the upside. In my opinion, it's going to be quite powerful in our new banking system that is coming. We also have Shiba Inu. My nail lady loves Shiba Inu, so I put it on here, started tracking it. Same similar chart, right? Similar chart to XRP. We also have the dollar on here. I was checking the dollar to see what's going on. What's going on with the dollar? Well, we sort of had an implosion as of May 9th. And when we look back at the Fed, what happened? Well, back in the end of January, we started raising interest rates, right? And then we had an interest rate hike. It was March, and then May that we had the interest rate hikes. And this just continued to grow and grow. Right now, it's at a bit of a slowdown. Are we going to test the trend line there, or do we want to make it more extreme? Oopsies. Right? Like this. We're up above it. Maybe it's going to move to the upside. Test it over here. Either way we cut it, we are up above it right at the moment. So is this week going to be a test week where we cruise up, or is it going to come back down and break below 101 over here? Let's see, let's add an alert crossing down 101. All right there, and stellar. I have officially named myself a stellar dork because I've done so much studying on the Stellar Network. I am a true fan of the Stellar Network. This has found a nice support area around 12 cents, much at the same time as XRP, we saw this big drop. This was when we saw the drop on Bitcoin as well. So we saw a lot of volume activity in the crypto space. And right now, if this breaks up above 15.5, we're pretty much up above this candlestick. Well, we were at 14.7, really 15. So that 15 is all of the volume for this 24-hour period. If we break above that, it looks higher over here. So super confirmation would be 16, but 15, hey, we had some more selling that's happened, but we're still in that upward trend. We had a flip of direction that happened on May 30th. You can also see it right here. This is the directional movement indicator. So we saw that XLM started to flip up there. Let's see if we had that same flip on XRP on the 30th. Not just yet. See, this hasn't had that flip just yet to the upside of the directional movement indicator on the shorter term. And then we also have baby Doge over here, little baby Doge. It's creating a wedge in itself on the daily, and it seems to be moving to the upside. I purchased some and just started holding on to it, see what it does, where it goes. That is going to be it for today, guys, unless you have any other quick questions. Do you have any other quick questions for me? If you like the live stream, please hit like and subscribe and turn on the notifications. If you would like to see me live every morning, coffee and charting and watch list with Jane, come join my membership channel and we will have coffee together, map out some trades, and then you'll opt for your trading day. Have an amazing one. Carpe profit, seize those profits one trade at a time. Thanks for joining me.